Alrighty folks, well class is in session. My name is Mark Miles and I love helping trainers, presenters, workshop facilitators and people in general who want to get better and better at public speaking, really understand the fundamentals of it and how you can really grow your message, so to speak, right? Now today's video is all about how can you use podcasts to really grow your message and generate leads for your business, alright? Maybe that's of interest to you, but the topic of podcasts. Now, ever since probably the last 2 years, ever since my book was launched, people invite me on their podcast, which is great, all right? And at the end of the day, though, I want to make sure that if I'm appearing on a podcast, I'm actually delivering value. What a crazy idea, right? But the thing is, people's time is precious. People are only going to listen to content that is actually helpful for them. And, we all, some of us listen to Joe Rogan and that's fantastic. But, Joe has some great guests, some average guests. He has a wide range of guests, and that's the same for pretty much every podcast, right? And you may listen to Andrew Huberman, or you may listen to whoever your favorite podcast is, right? Now, you may listen just because you love the chit-chat or the banter, but I would postulate that many of you, like myself, actually listen because you want to learn something. You want to learn something, right? And for me, there's 3 critical things that I've discovered that I seem to be able to do quite well on podcasts. Now, what I mean by that is I literally have leads that are generated and people buy my books and people actually sign up for my courses based on me appearing on podcasts, right? Now, I wouldn't say that's a coincidence. I would say that there's 3 things that I do particularly well, right? So the first one that I want to share with you is number 1, be relatable. Be relatable, all right? Now, what I mean by that is when you're sharing your before and after story, feel free to be as graphic as you want. Feel free to be as real as you can be, because if the listener themselves actually hears your story and they go, wow, I can relate to that, then highly likely they're going to reach out to you because they can see that you are going to be a safe option and someone that has walked the journey, so to speak, right? They've walked the journey. They can see you've walked the journey and they can connect with you, right? So you're not too far above them and you're just a little bit ahead of them and you can help them because you've been relatable in how you've shared your story. Number two is give them actionable content and actionable advice, right? What we often find is that in podcast world, it becomes very conversational, which is great, but at the end of the day, if you, in your conversation, can share, well, actually, there's 3 keys to overcoming nervousness, or actually, there's 3 keys to transforming your finances, or, there's actually 5 pillars to doing X, Y, Z. It's a really powerful thing to do because you're actually going to come across as the credible expert. When you've actually got content that's well organized and you can share it in a well organized fashion, the listener goes, wow, this person doesn't just say they do good things, they actually share good things, and I could use that information, right? And then number 3 is a little bit an unusual one. Number 3 is edification. Edify, right? What I mean by that is actually edifying back the interviewer. And when you actually pay respect back to the interviewer, the essence of the conversation is transformed because it's no longer just about you, it's also about you being respectful to the person interviewing you. And people really respect people that show respect, right? So just to recap, number 1 is essentially be relatable. Number 2 is give actionable advice that people can go away and use. And when they get that result, they're like, oh, what else could I learn from that person? And number 3, edify, respect, and throw some compliments to the interviewer and say, yeah, I really respect everything that you've done. Or I love how you asked that question. Or, thank you so much for what you're doing in the industry, right? It's a small thing, but a huge impact. Small thing, huge impact, right? So on that note, hopefully you got some value from the video. If you did, like, comment, share, let's get the message out there. And that's 3 things that you can think about if you're looking to go to have a bigger impact and appearing on podcasts. Thanks for watching, team. See you on the next one. Bye for now.